What's up guys, Ryan here from MudGunner, and today it is Viewer Builds episode 44. The theme was bolt action gun, and I actually have a couple of mine here. This is a GA Precision Gladius, and then a Remington 700 AAC SD. I've been having a lot of fun shooting these. I want to get more knowledgeable on shooting precision, and maybe show you guys those videos here in the future, but I'm still a novice with it. So I've just been having fun at the range with these, but you guys will see more of them on the channel. And if you guys want a sneak peek at next week's theme, the theme is going to be shotguns. We haven't done a shotgun video in a minute, so I figured you guys probably have some cool shotguns to show off. This is my most recent acquisition. This is a Benelli M2. It's a semi-auto shotgun. And what's cool about this, it completes my Benelli collection for the most part. I mean, there's always more I want, but I now have a Benelli M1, the 2, 3, and 4. Also have the Nova and the Supernova, which are pump action shotguns. So I had that goal to collect all those, and I want to shoot them on the channel here for you soon, but yeah, that is the most recent one. Haven't shot it yet, but I'm sure it'll shoot good. Benellis tend to be a really good shotgun. And then kind of a fan favorite, I've done a couple videos on this on the channel. This is a Remington 870 that was built up as a Serbu Super Shorty. So Serbu took shotguns and shortened them to this configuration. It's an AOW, so pistol grip. You can have a vertical grip on there. It's a $5 tax stamp. And yeah, I've done a couple videos of it. It's pretty obnoxious. It only holds 2+1. But yeah, go check those out. And again, if you want to participate in next week's theme, send a picture of your shotgun to my email. It is sales@atroxco.com. A good horizontal picture, please, and describe it from tip to butt if you've done anything. But yeah, I think it'll be cool to see some shotguns. So with that being said, let's check out this week's viewer builds and show you all these cool bolt guns. All right, guys, kicking off this week's viewer build video, we have this awesome gun here from Anthony. It's a short build list, but it's a really nice rifle. It's an Accuracy International AT with an 18-inch proof barrel. It's got a Silencer Harvester Evo suppressor, an Atlas Cal bipod with the spigot mount, and you didn't mention the scope, but it looks like we have some type of Nightforce on there with Nightforce rings. I can't read the model, but yeah, that's a really nice setup. I really want to get an Accuracy International. I think this is kind of an iconic look when it comes to like precision sniper rifles. So yeah, that's a very clean build. Thank you for sharing that one, Anthony. Next up, we have a couple Q bolt guns from Steve here. So the first one is a Q Minifix in 300 Blackout. It's got a Q Trash Panda suppressor, an Annex Defense Arca Swiss plate, a Reptilia AUS mount. It's a 39mm and a clear anodize with the ROF 90 mount. It's got an EOTech Voodoo 1:10x28 and a Trijicon RMR. That thing is sick. And in case you didn't know, that's a bolt action pistol because it does have the brace on there. I think that would still be made by SB Tactical. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, that's a really nice looking gun. And then the next one is a Q Fix chambered in 308. This one has the Q Thunder Chicken suppressor, a Q kickstand, a Dependabilit Arca rail, a Reptilia AUS mount. It's a 39mm in OD green. It's got an EOTech Voodoo 5-25x50 and the Q hard ass big butt pad. Nice. Yeah, that one looks equally as good. And the nice thing about most Q guns is they come basically decked out internally from the factory, so there's nothing to change. That one has the really light trigger, the short throw bolt. They also make a lot of accessories for their gun, so like that's their bipod for the fix. But yeah, both of those look awesome. I'd like to get one at some point. So thank you for sharing those, Steve. This next one comes from Nate, and this looks like a pretty built out bolt gun. So going through the list, the rifle is a 20-inch 1-in-10 twist Tikka T3X chambered in 308. It's running a rugged Alaskan 360 suppressor and a Coltac suppressor cover. It's sitting in a KRG C4 chassis, running the Atlas PSR BT46 bipod with an Arca mount. It's using a Badger Ordnance C1 scope mount and bubble level. The optic is a Vortex Razor Gen 2 4.5-27x56 with the House Tremor 3 reticle. On top, I have a Badger Ordnance cliff mount with the Vortex Impact 4000, and both scope and impact have a MK Machining ARD flip lens caps. Nice. Yeah, that thing looks sick. Thank you for sharing that one, Nate. This next one comes from James, and it looks like we got another Tikka. This is a Tikka T3X CTR chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. It's got Wooks Furiosa chassis, a Fab Defense bipod, an Athlon Cronus BTR Gen 2 4.5-29x56 first focal plane. I'm planning on getting a can, just not sure which one yet. If you got any suggestions, please feel free to let me know. I'm new to guns, only been a year, so I'm still learning. He says he's got 5 so far, and it looks like a great start. You got an AR, an AK, a couple handguns, and a bolt gun. say the next thing, well, I guess my next thing would be like a shotgun, because I think shotgun, handgun, rifle go hand in hand. But yeah, that's a great start to the collection. And yeah, as far as like a suppressor goes, I'm still new to the bolt gun realm. I don't run any suppressed yet, but I have a suppressor coming. I'm going to be using a Griffin Armament PSR 7 suppressor. It's an over-the-barrel suppressor, but obviously I don't have it yet. So yeah, I'll see how well that one works. And other than that, I know a lot of guys use like titanium cans. So I know like a Q Thunder Chicken would be a great suppressor because it's lightweight and they are quiet. I mean, as quiet as you can get on like a 6.5. The main thing is just it's not going to be super quiet because it's moving so fast. But yeah, comment down below to help James pick a suppressor for that. But yeah, I think it looks super sick, especially with the Wooks furniture. Thank you for sharing that one, James. This next one comes from Talbert, and this is a Savage Axis 6.5 Creedmoor. It's got a Boyd's @1 walnut stock, an Arken Optics SH 4J 6-24x50. It's got the M Carb trigger kit, a Glades Armory bolt handle, a Desh Industry bolt lift kit, an Outlier bull barrel with a 1-in-7 twist, and then it's got an M11 severe duty muzzle brake from Precision Armament. Nice, yeah, that's a clean looking bolt gun. That looks like a beast of a barrel on there too. And yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Talbert. It looks great. This next one comes from Mike, and it says, Poor Man's Q Fix. So from tip to butt, it's got a Yankee Hill Machine Bad Larry, a 16-inch Faxon barrel in 8.6 blackout, mated to a factory Remington 700 action and bolt. It's got a Thompson Center 1-6 scope, a Magpul Hunter stock in OD green, and their detachable magazine kit for 308 PMags. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I think that looks great. I'm not too familiar with the Thompson Center scopes, but I mean, that's a sweet looking gun, and I bet an 8.6 blackout suppressed, that's going to be pretty quiet. So yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Mike. He also has an Instagram. Go check it out. I don't know if it's Strib or Stribe UMP, but go check that out. And thank you again for sharing. All right, this next one comes from James, and looks like we got another Q. This is a Q Minifix chambered in 300 blackout. It's got a Q trash pan on it, as well as a Coltac suppressor cover. As for the optic, I'm ashamed to say it's a cheap LPVO, a 1-8 called Triton from Amazon, although I do plan on putting a more sophisticated LPVO on it in the future, maybe a Trijicon or EOTech. Let me know what LPVO you recommend for the setup. Nice. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with starting off with like a less expensive optic. I've done it myself. As far as LPVOs, running on like 300 blackout, I don't have much experience with that, but I run a Vortex Strike Eagle as like one of my less expensive ones, and I like that. I have a Trijicon Credo that seems pretty cool so far. I've ran it just a few times. I have Steiner. I do like my Vortex Razor 1-6, but I'm running that on a URGI. But yeah, guys, comment down below with a good LPVO for a 300 blackout bolt gun. And looks like this one's actually an SBR, so you can tell the stock difference from the brace that we saw earlier. So yeah, thanks for sharing that one, James, and hopefully you get some good recommendations for a LPVO for that. All right, this next one comes from Ryan, and I'm going to go through what he said here. It says, my first and only bolt action that I've been slowly putting together over the past 2 years as I get more familiar with distance shooting with my other rifles. From front to back, it's a Bergara B14 BMP. It's got a 20-inch 308 1-in-10 twist barrel. It's got an MDT Elite muzzle brake, an Atlas bipod with the Area 419 ARCA adapter riding on a Strike Industries ARCA rail. It's got the MDT thumb rest on the left side. It's got a Bergara 20 MOA pick rail, an Arken Optics 4-16 with the Arken bubble level, throw lever, and caps. This is a placeholder till I can get something better. It's got Vortex Pro Series 34 MOA scope rings. It's got a Sport Action Precision 2-round match saver, an accurate mag with the Area 419 extension, and 2 10-round AIC pattern PMags. And then both mags have the little mag pull on the bottom. And then lastly, it's got the MDT vertical grip. Only things needed to finish this build is a better scope, not sure what brand, as long as it's quality brand, high power, and an MRAD, a Vortex diving board, and a Tango Fire 4000 from Dope Ballistics. This chassis is discontinued and can't find Bergara night vision rail. If anyone knows where to get one or any other alternatives, please let me know. Nice. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, so hopefully someone can help you in the comments. But yeah, that rifle looks really good. Thank you for sharing that one, Ryan. All right, these next bolt guns come from, I believe it's pronounced Blaze. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, this is a little bit different than what we've been seeing. They look nice, though. So going through what he has, says my accidental Mauser collection. The top is a Gaia 12 gauge I bought for $80 at a yard sale many years ago. They were converted from Gewehr 98s after World War I while Germany wasn't able to sell military arms. It holds 1 round in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. Has blued metal, not sure if it's anything special, but has a serial number in the 200s. Nice. That's cool, especially since it was converted to 12 gauge. The next 2 I bought a few weeks ago on a whim at 2 different shops and then realized I was accidentally building a Mauser collection. The middle is a 30-06 Sporterize Argentinian dated 1909 from my limited research. It seems it was imported, rechambered, and sporterized by companies such as Sears. People on the forum say they may have only been rechambered and not rebarreled, meaning the bore may be slightly oversized and not have great accuracy. We'll find out once I shoot it. It can be fixed with oversized bullets. I like the polished receiver. Yeah, that one looks pretty clean. And then lastly, the bottom one is a Spanish FR8 converted for 7.62 in the 50s and used as a trainer for their semi-automatic rifle due to similar sights and gas tube. And then in parentheses it says storage container. Has a Parkerized finish, planning on getting the matching bayonet soon. And then we'll be keeping my eyes peeled for a good deal on a proper German Mauser in the future. Interesting to note the varying degrees of the bent bolts, with the shotgun being straight down and the FR8 being straight out, with the Argentinian in the middle. Yeah, those are all interesting rifles, and yeah, it's a good start to a Mauser collection, so hopefully you can keep finding ones that you like. But yeah, thank you for sharing those, Blaze. Alright guys, finishing off this week's viewer build video, we have 2 here from Robert. So starting off, we have a Remington 700 Magpul Enhanced Precision Rifle with the heavy barrel chambered in .308. From tip to butt, it has an 18.5-inch threaded barrel, a Magpul bipod. It's got a stock 2.5-pound single-stage trigger, a Vortex Strike Eagle 4-16x50 first focal plane scope sitting in the 30mm Vortex scope rings. This scope is a placeholder till I can get a more quality scope, and then it's got a sling on the way. Nice. Yeah, that looks good, and Vortex makes great stuff. I haven't had any issues with theirs on mine. The next is a Mossberg MVP precision bolt action rifle chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. From tip to butt, it has a Silencer Co. 3-port muzzle brake, an 18.5-inch fluted barrel, a stock 2.5-pound single-stage precision trigger, a 2-slot bullet carrier attached to the stock. It's got a Vortex Sonora 4-12x44 first focal plane scope sitting in the 30mm Vortex scope rings. Again, this scope is a placeholder until I can get a more quality scope. It's got a Brodell padded sling, and then buttstock ammo pouch from Amazon. Nice. Yeah, they both look good. I used to have a Mossberg MVP in 5.56, and I really enjoyed it, but I actually traded it for a Mosin Nagant PU Sniper, or traded it towards it at the time, so I do want to get another one. Yeah, your Mossberg looks good, and so does the Remington. So thank you for sharing those, Robert. He also has an Instagram. It's P_shooter_1028, so go check that out. And yeah, thank you to everyone that submitted this week. These were a lot of great bolt guns. Thank you again to everyone that submitted this week. Those were a lot of great builds, and I'm excited to get more into bolt guns and shoot long range and show you guys that stuff. Still just not there yet, but I will get there at some point. And again, if you want to participate in next week's theme, which is shotguns, send a picture of your build to my email. It is sales@atroxco.com. And other than that, yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.